Hey friends, Kenji here with LSV's top 8 Eldrazi deck from Pro Tour Oath of the Gatewatch. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to be battling against Mr. AJ Soccer, who is going to be piloting Splinter Twin. And we're going to see, what deck pairs better should these two fight against one another. Of course, Splinter Twin is now banned in Modern. Kiki Jiki isn't, but Splinter Twin is. And so we wanted to see what would happen when you put the two decks head-to-head. Who would come out the victor? I opted to go with the colorless version rather than the red-blue version that won the Pro Tour. But definitely should be interesting to see what would happen. So let's get down to the matches, guys. Alrighty, friends, here we are for our first game versus Mr. AJ Soccer playing Twin. We have an Eye of Ugin, which is going to let us cast a Mimic on turn 1. Into kind of nothing. I'm going to go ahead and try to keep this, though. We're going to look for a early Chalice if possible. If I draw Simian Spirit God, I might just go Chalice on 1. Ooh, but double Mimic is clearly great. This is definitely a normal start for the Eldrazi deck. Reality Smasher. That is not the card we were looking for. I think we're just bashing in here. No reason to run into a Remand or anything like that. I'm going to need to draw some interaction. Land next turn would be great for Thought-Knot Seer. Dismember would be good just in case he has a Pestermite or Deceiver Exarch. The fact that he hasn't cast anything turn 1 or turn 2 is kind of scary. No Serum Visions, no anything like that. Looks like he's just playing a land untapped and passing the turn. Okay, so this is a great turn for me to potentially draw a Dismember or a land for Thought-Knot Seer. Because if I'm able to play Thought-Knot Seer, it's probably going to run into a Remand, I would assume. But this hand did not pan out very well. I did have the turn 1 double Mimic. It's just I haven't been able to do anything since. The Oblivion Sower double Reality Smasher was not quite where we wanted to be. In fact, I might see a Deceiver Exarch, yeah, tapping down my Blink Moth right now. All right. And another Thought-Knot Seer for us here. I think we've gotten a little bit unlucky. Of course, we're just dead to a land Splinter Twin. Ooh, but that does not appear to be the case. Dismember, a great draw. I can't afford to just try to Dismember and win, though. If he has a Remand or something, I just get ruined. Really looking for another land. I'm going to end of turn try to kill the Deceiver Exarch. I am potentially running into a Cryptic Command. If he has another Pestermite or another Deceiver Exarch, that's also pretty bad for us here. Cryptic Bounce. My Eye of Ugin draw card. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and Dismember in response. Obviously not ideal for us, but gets one of the main win conditions out. I don't think they run main deck Electrolyze, although some lists of Splinter Twin used to main deck. I have no idea about the list AJ is running. Okay, this looks like another upkeep. Yeah, that's not good for us, obviously. Well, there's an important land. Obviously, you don't want to play it out because it doesn't do anything. Oh, I should have actually attacked with both my Mimics. That was a mistake. Yeah, definitely meant to attack there. Kind of just passed through, assuming it was the Deceiver Exarch again. So potentially missing out on 4 damage, which could actually bite me in the butt, for sure. Only 3 cards left in his hand. Matter Reshaper. Alright, we're going to go for the Thought-Knot Seer. See if this eats a remand. Or potentially another Cryptic. I'm going to go ahead and attack in here. If he has a Deceiver Exarch, that's obviously awful. Grim Lavamancer almost certainly not going to be blocking. I think Cryptic is only ran of as a 2 in the Splinter Twin decks. Looks like he's flooding out, though, quite a bit. I'll take my 2 beats. Gonna go for a replay of the Thought-Knot if we don't draw another land. Ooh, which we did. Actually, we drew an Urborg. Which means we can cast Reality Smasher now. Yeah, if he doesn't have a counter, we are going to be in great shape. Oh god, I actually tapped incorrectly again. I should have left up a colorless for Matter Reshaper. Super awkward. I kind of just tapped my first 3 lands that I could. Alright, looks like a Snapcaster Cryptic is going to be the line here. Well, had I been playing perfectly, we might have been able to win this game a lot easier. Because as it stands, I've already missed out on 4 damage and not able to cast a Matter Reshaper here. Super awkward. He only had 3 cards in the library after doing that, so I didn't want to attack with the other Mimic just yet. But yeah. Assuming we don't just die to a Splinter Twin here, I've obviously made some misplays. Let's take a look at what he did. Went double top. Okay. Probably not a good sign for us, but I can actually play Oblivion Sower, and if he doesn't have a counter, we get to eat. Oh no, that's not even true. I just get to eat with Oblivion Sower. So whatever he had on top, I get to just get completely. Plus, I'm getting at least a Scalding Tarn, and with Urborg, it taps for mana. So this is actually kind of funny. Was he tapping me down? Sure. Okay, so I actually need to draw a land here to play Oblivion Sower. And we got there. Okay. Oops, I want to add 2, 1, 2. And even if he counters us, we get to eat everything. So we did eat a Splinter Twin. We get to eat 2 lands. Looks like a double Snapcaster as well. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can actually Reality Smash here as well. But I think we want a Thought-Knot Seer. Oh, I can't actually. Can I? Shoot, I messed up again. I needed to tap the Eye of Ugin for black and leave up another colorless source. I can't actually cast anything except for like a Chalice for 1. Yeah, I've not tapped very well this game. Alright, ran into a Spell Snare. Let's see what we got. A Bolt is going to finish off the job there. Alright, so I threw that, I think. Well, no. I guess the double flyer was still going to kill me, but I definitely could have played that a lot better. Wow, Warping Whale seems sick. Spell Skites are great. Ratchet Bomb's probably a little bit too slow. I don't mind the relics, and I don't mind the gut shots. I don't think we want these Matter Reshapers. They just run into like Deceiver Exarch and bounce off endlessly. I can Pithing Needle? Okay. So I can like Pithing Needle, Deceiver Exarch, Pithing Needle, Pestermite. Because those are the creatures getting the abilities. I think I might cut one Endless One and not run any of the Gut Shots or the Relics. And we're going to ship it like this. Okay, game 2 versus Splinter Twin. I'm going to choose to play first, and yeah, this hand's great. We have an Eye of Ugin for a turn 1 Mimic. Pithing Needle, Dismember are obviously great. And we might be able to Reality Crash as soon as turn 3. Maybe next turn if I draw a Simian Spirit Guide. Ooh, a Chalice. Can't actually Chalice anything. Only can Chalice for 1 right now. Man, a Thought Knot Seer in my hand would be insane. I think we're just going to Pithing Needle on Deceiver Exarch. Yes, I'm going to Pithing Needle on Deceiver Exarch. Oh, I got Spell Pierced. Fair enough. Well, better that than the Chalice, I suppose. Really need to hit a land next turn. That would be excellent. And in fact, if we hit another Eldrazi Temple, turn 3 Oblivion Sorrow would be just the grossest. That's not quite what I was looking for. The nice thing is, if he remands Eldrazi Mimic, I just get to keep recasting it. Because of the Eye of Ugin, it's actually free. Alright. I'm hoping I don't run into an Electrolyze, but again, I'm not sure if his list is running Electrolyze or not. Alright, there's the Steam Vents. Blood Moon! Okay, well, I can Chalice on 1 now, which is not the worst. I can also Spell Skite, but I think I'm going to Chalice on 1 here first. Just to get rid of all the pesky cantrips and lightning bolts and whatnot. And Chalice on 1 doesn't hurt me at all. 2 blue. Alright, main phase Deceiver Exarch is probably untapping. Oh, he's untapping the red source. Okay. Not sure why. Untapping red there. Ancient Grudge. Well, that's not cool. Alright, Ancient Grudge resolves. I do not want to make him 0-4s, and we're just going to snap Dismember here. Fashion for 4. It looks like we're in a pretty good spot. Blood Moon's definitely, definitely scary for the Eldrazi deck. Alright, so he could be holding up Cryptic now with 3 blue sources. Only 3 cards in his hand. Roast. I think I might just let that resolve. I'd rather have the Spell Skite, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and let that resolve here. Okay, another land. Oh, I can never cast Reality Smasher, can I? That's slightly awkward. Alright, show me the Deceiver Exarch. He, in fact, showed me the Deceiver Exarch. Oh, there might be like 1 Wastes in the deck, actually. But yeah, there might be 1 Wastes in the deck that I can play. I'm not going to block Deceiver Exarch. If he wants to hit in for 1, that's fine. I'd rather play around a Lightning Bolt. Is this Snapcaster Mage Roast? Definitely feels like it. Or Ancient Grudge, sure. Either way. Alright. I'll take my beats. And I need to go run a land or draw like a wastes here. I'm actually not sure. I don't know if I can play another Eye of Ugin here. Oh, I guess I can't. Alright. Not that it was relevant, but I guess it's still technically a legendary land mountain. And that'll do the job. Alright, so match 1, we are in fact the losers. We'll have to see how the next matches play out. Here we are for the second match versus Splinter Twin, piloted by AJ Soccer. We're going to keep this hand. This is a turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. Eye of Ugin into any other land plus Simian Spirit Guide. Seems pretty good. Ooh, a Chalice. I could also Chalice for 1. On turn 1 here. I don't know if that's worth it, though. I think I'd rather Thought-Knot Seer. On turn 2. And if he has a remand, he has a remand. Alright, so let's play Blinkmoth. Let's exile. Let's go for the Thought-Knot Seer. Does he have the remand? He does. It looks like he's paying the life. Alright, that's fine. So much different if we're on the play this game. So he might just go land, tap my Blinkmoth on upkeep. That's exactly what we see here. I might need to draw a Dismember. And this one for 3, not quite good enough. In fact, it doesn't really do anything versus a Deceiver Exarch, does it? I just kind of want to get something on the board. If he has the twin, he has the twin. Alright, well, the dream. There was not much I could do there. Alright, Pithing Needles, Warping Whales, Spell Skites. Take out all these Matter Reshapers again. And take out one of the Endless ones. I still like Chalices, even though they're not that... I mean, Ratchet Bomb, you can leave it for tokens, I guess, for a turn. But I don't even know if that's good enough. Maybe these Chalices are just not good. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Ratchet Bombs, and I'm just a big dummy. I guess putting in Relics is also fine. I still don't like the Gut Shots, even though they can kill Snapcaster Mages and Pestermites. Alright, let's ship it like that. Alrighty, game 2 of the second match versus Splinter Twin. Let's play first. And definitely can't keep a 1-lander. Wow, triple Oblivion Sword. Yeah, let's ship that. Ugh, this is also not very good. It has a temple, which is important, but double Reality Smasher is going to be hard. I think I might keep this because it has Dismember, and we get a Scry. I probably have to leave every land on top at this point. Next turn I can play Relic and hold up activation, I guess. But we do know he has like Spell Pierces and whatnot. So this could very easily eat a Spell Pierce. I did not. Alright. Well, that's good. That's going to turn off whatchamacallit, Snapcaster Mages and Grim Lavamancer shenanigans. Okay, another land's good. I don't think I want to risk my Blinkmoth getting blown up, so I'm not going to activate it here. And instead we're just going to have to pass. Alright, so he's playing a Snapcaster Mage out just for no value. I'm okay with this. I think I'm going to go ahead and cycle here. So I really want to hit a land next turn. Nice. And we did. Alright, so let's go smashing. It might be that the red-blue version is better suited against the Splinter Twin since they have main deck Cavern of Souls. And so he can't be like countering all of my silly Eldrazi. Oh, he's only on 2 mana. I'm going to just keep trying to play out the Smasher instead of getting big with Thought-Knots here. I mean, if he keeps drawing Remands, that's fine too. This is obviously fine with me. Mulligans are a very real part of the game, and in the previous match, we were the one getting stuck on lands. There's an Ayabugan. Holy guacamole. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. So I can play, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 mana, but all of these cost 2 less. So I think I'm going to go with an Oblivion Sower here. Try to hit some lands. And if I hit 1 land, then I can cast Thought-Knots here. Well, not those lands. Because I don't have any basics to fetch with Flooded Strand or Scalding Tarn. I will make my Eldrazi Mimic a 5/8 though. Bash in there. Alright, looks like he's just going to chump for the turn. We might just win next turn. Sure, no value Snapcaster is obviously fine. Oh, perfect. Well, now we get to go off. Geez, I can cast everything here, actually. Let's start with a Thought-Knots here. Into double Reality Smasher. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad. That is fine. And now we just go black. Need 1 colorless there. 1. I mean, I guess I might as well cast this out again, too. No. We just want to crash here. Never mind. And that is not lethal. I guess he can block one of the 5s and go to 1. Oh, no, he can't. I can dismember his dude. All right. Easy peasy enough. Maybe these Pithing Needles are too fringe, and I'd rather just have the relics. I think I would. Okay, game 3. And we have a nice one, yep. We got turn 1 Eldrazi Mimic, turn 2 Spellskite or Thought-Knots here if I would like to. Seems good to me. Ratchet Bomb. Not the best draw, not the worst though. See what he can come up with. I've learned that they always have the Remand. I haven't seen him cast many Serum Visions. I think only 1 so far in the last 2 matches. I'm not quite sure I want to go for it. I think I'd rather just cast out Spellskite here instead of Thought-Knots here. Granted, this lets him Ancient Grudge it if he wants to. Or he could Spell Snare this. Alright, looks like we're going to eat a Spell Snare. It's very possible I should be taking out some number of Oblivion Sowers. They always seem to gum up my hand. I mean, like, there are only 3 in the deck, but I've drawn multiples every time. That's the 3rd land, so Pestermite and Deceiver Exarch potentially online. Just a Grim Lavamancer, though. Okay. Yeah, if we can Eye of Ugin or another Temple here, that'd be great. Relic, not so great. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Thought-Knot Seer now. Wow, Snap Remand. Every time. Every time. Poor Eldrazi Mimic. He tried. He really did. Alright, there's a Serum Visions. Bottom. Bottom. I guess that's a good sign. Goodbye, Mimic. If he doesn't have a land and I draw a land. Well, we drew the land, but he already has another. Let's see if he has another Remand here. You can't have them all, man. He's drawn all of the Remand, all of the games. And now, of course, he has Cryptic Mana available. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Okay. Serum Visions. Bottom and top. Okay. As a 4th land. Oh, shuffled away whatever he topped. So has mana for Cryptic now. Blood Moon. All right. That's a thing. Ooh, well. Can't play Thought-Knot Seer, unfortunately, but I can Relic and Ratchet Bomb, which is pretty good. And he only has red open, so there's no Spell Snare. I think we're just going to do this now, so that he can't activate the Grim Lavamancer again. I'm going to try to tick Ratchet Bomb to 3, but we do know that Ancient Grudges live in the deck. Alright, take my medicine. Hopefully no whammies. Alright, no Ancient Grudge. Otherwise I'd assume that the Ratchet Bomb would get countered. Or rather killed end of turn. Because now I can potentially blow up Grim Lavamancer. Or I could have blown up Grim Lavamancer. I guess he probably knows that I don't want to do that, though. Oh boy. This could also be bad. If he has the twin, I'm just dead. I guess I can draw... I can cycle Relic and draw... Dismember. That is not Dismember. Alright, if you have the twin, you got me. I think it was correct to tick up the Ratchet Bomb there. To try to get to 3. So it goes. That is going to be the match again. All right, here we are for the third match versus Splinter Twin. We're on the draw again, but I'm going to keep this hand. This is a turn one Thought-Knot Seer. Yeah, we're going to give this a shot. Eldrazi Temple, Double Simian Spirit Guide. Getcha? Turn 1 4/4 versus Splinter Twin seems good. Plus I get to eat a card from their hand. Living the dream, kids. Living the dream. Oh, baby. And Ayavugan? Holy guacamole. In fact, I wonder. I think I might just cast Ayavugan Pass. Or play out, rather, Ayavugan Pass, and then turn 2 Oblivion Sower. Wow, we drew another temple, too. Okay, well, now I don't even need to do that. Let's just go for the Thought-Knot Seer now. And if he has the Remand, he has the Remand. Maybe this isn't correct, though. If he just goes Deceiver Exarch next turn into Splinter Twin, we're dead. Oh, shoot. You know what Oh, no. Never mind. For some reason, I thought I'd be able to recast it by exile Double Simian Spirit Guide again, but that's not the case. Alright, so let's cast out the Seer. If he has another Remand, we can just recast it. If not, well, then we get him good. Okay, he does have the combo, but he's missing lands, so let's take the Exarch here, since he's 2 lands away from casting the Twin, and he would need to find another. And let's go. I guess I kind of want to just crash here, don't I? And then I can also just play a Matter Shaper while I'm at it. Oh, I can't play Matter Shaper. I'm stupid. I needed to tap differently. I needed to add Eldrazi Temple, use the Simian Spirit Guide. Yeah. Always forget to do that. But shouldn't make too much of a difference here. In fact, if he Serum Visions lands on top, we just get to eat him with Sower. Also, like, Dismember just wins. Oh. How's that for a draw? Seems good. Alright, easy game. So let's bring in the relics. Some number of Ratchet Bombs, then Spell Skites and Warping Whale. Let's take out the Reshapers. Let's take out the Chalices. Just like last time. In fact, I'm probably supposed to take out some number of Sowers for Pithing Needle or another Ratchet Bomb or whatnot. Actually, yeah, I think that's probably better. Maybe just Miser's Gutshot for a Pestermite. Alright, game 2, match 3. We're on the draw again, but man, we have a nice hand. Ayavugan and Eldrazi Temple. Gotta keep this hand. Just draw any gas and we're just set. Plus we have double Simian Spirit Guide for anything that we draw early. So I think I'm going to lead with Temple here and just play the Relic out before he can Spell Pierce me or whatever. Plus I can cycle it if I really need to. It's very possible I could have just cast a Simian Spirit Guide, or rather a Ratchet Bomb turn 1, too. Spell Skite, okay, not a bad draw. Let's go ahead and cast it out, see if we can resolve it. Nice, nice. And then he's not using the fetch. Okay. That's a little bit telling that he needs a land. Maybe not. It's incoming Blood Moon. Definitely feels like a Blood Moon's incoming. No worries, that's fine. That's fine, he says. It's funny, I can actually hardcast the Simian Spirit Guide now. Wow, this hand's super powerful if I just had some Eldrazi to play. Pretty sure it's not correct to play out Simian Spirit Guide. Holding on to the wastes because we can kind of surprise him that way. Alright, not doing anything. I think we're going to go ahead and just take up the Ratchet Bomb, looking to go to 3 and cycle the relic here. Not quite what we're looking for, friends. Alright, that's the Exarch. Yeah. Now, he missed a land last turn. So I'm just looking to tick up this Ratchet Bomb to 3. Roast. Yes, that happens. Alright, I'll take my beating for 1. Alright. Jeez. Wow. We're just flooding out real bad. Now, if he has the twin, he's got it. I have to assume that we got extremely unlucky that game. Wow. Just nothing. Just nothing. Alright, let's ship it back. Alright, third game here versus Twin. Let's play first. Yeah, this hand's great. Turn 1 Eldrazi Mimic, turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer on the play. We finally get to live the dream. We finally get to live the dream. Well, when you get some of your better hands, this is definitely something that can happen. Like last game, we just flooded out completely. Does he have a bolt in response? No, he does not. All right, let's take a look at what goodies we got going on here. Double Ancient Grudge. Okay, that's a whiff. Blood Moon Click. All right, let's take that Blood Moon. Bastion for 4. Pretty good draw, you guys. Don't think there's going to be too much to say about this game. It's going to be kind of hard to lose. Not saying it's impossible, but just going to say it's very hard. All right, free Mimic. Play out our Relic, which I can cash in immediately should he try to Ancient Grudge it. Now remember, you cannot Mutavault or Ancient Grudge a Mutavault like you can a Mishra's Factory. We know that he has a click in his hand, which is slightly unfortunate. But this looks like we've probably got there. I will be slightly concerned if he just Deceiver Exarch. Like, we could still lose this game. If he draws a Pestermite or Deceiver Exarch and just goes for that instead at end of turn, and I don't draw a Dismember or Warping Wail or something. So hopefully this is just a draw step click. which he actually has to take Endless One here because I can make the Mimics both like 6/6s. Yeah, I can make the Mimics both 6/6s. But then I get a draw at something to just kill him again. And there's the Dismember. And we activate Mutavault, and that is all she wrote. All right, so out of 3 matches, we lost the first 2 and won the third. I definitely think the match can be pretty even. I think the blue-red deck is probably, the blue-red Eldrazi deck is probably better suited versus Splinter Twin since they have Cavern of Souls. But this is a nice little look at the matchup. I think it's actually pretty close, especially after sideboarding. All right, this time we are playing the blue-red Eldrazi list versus Splinter Twin. I think this deck is a lot better suited. It has main deck Cavern of Souls, and then you get access to things like Rending Volley in the sideboard. I kept this hand here, and we ripped the perfect land. I kept this hand here, even though it was only a 1-lander, because I can just kind of go off here with 3 2/2s on turn 1. And if he doesn't have a Remand next turn, I'm going to be able to Thought-Knot Seer him too. Jeez, that's pretty nice. Let's see if he pays 2 life or not. He did not pay 2 life. All right, we get to Seer him. Must be nice. What is this? Oh, a Dismember. Okay. So remember, you do not want to change your Mimic into a -1/-1 or whatever. We still get to eat a card, though. In this hand? I guess we just eat the Pestermite. Snapcaster on Dismember is not exactly the best thing he wants to do. Snapcaster can block and trade, obviously, but Dismember paying 4 life when he's already at 10 is not the ideal scenario. Obligator. Well, can't cast any of these cards in my hand, so just go to combat, let him trade for the Mimic. And if he wants to Dismember my Endless One, is also fine. I guess he's going to Dismember the Mimic. Sure. All right, go to 4. Dispel lands and Unknown in hand. Let's double check at the lands. So he played Sulphur Falls last turn. He had Scalding Tarn, Island, Dispel. Scalding Tarn, Island, Dispel are the 3 knowns. Ooh, there we go. Perfect. Let's crash. Let's smash some realities. Gonna need a counter or a tap down here. And that will be the game. Turn 4, not bad. Alright, so let's bring in Rending Volleys. That's the one change from this. Like, I took out the what are they called? Stubborn Denials for 3 Rending Volleys. Because I assume in a meta where Splinter Twin and the Eldrazi deck were both legal, Rending Volleys would be in the sideboard for sure. Let's bring in the Spellskite and the Relics as well. I think we might just cut the Ruination Guides and maybe one of the Endless Ones. Or maybe one of the Drowners. 6 mana is a little expensive. And again, the Caverns are so nice here. If you're able to have a Cavern versus Twin, then it just stops their Remand and their Cryptics and whatnot. So I think we want to ship it like this. Maybe Ratchet Bomb, but I think this is fine. You know what? Actually, Ratchet Bomb's probably better than a third drowner. Game 2 here of the first match with Blue-Red Eldrazi versus Twin. We're on the draw. I'm tempted to keep this hand. Man, it has real potential, but I think we're just going to ship it down. Play it safe. And this one, yeah, definitely a lot better. We can turn 1 Mimic, turn 2 Vile Aggregate off of Cavern of Souls so it can't get countered. A little bit land heavy, but the double Eldrazi Temple definitely makes it a keep. Let's see, Mimic gets to attack in, is it 2/5? I guess that's good enough. Alright, so AJ taking the scry with Twin. And we are definitely bottoming a Scalding Tarn. Well, there's an Ayabugan, so... Too many lands. Now we just want to draw mono spells. Cavern next turn will be nice. Did not use his fetch land. Not until he drew his card already. Island Serum Visions. Okay. Let's see what he's got going on here. Bottom and... Ooh, he's tanking about that last one. Will it be a keeper? No Rending Volleys in this hand makes it slightly awkward for sure, but I mean, you can't mulligan this. Hey, there's a good draw. And with only 1 mana open, oh yeah, we're just jamming the turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. Again, living the dream of turn 1 Mimic, turn 2 Seer. You might be able to bolt the or dismember the Thought-Knot Seer here, but oh, it does not look like that's the case. Roast, Snapcaster Mage, Twisted Image. Alright, so let's take the Roast. Snapcaster Mage, of course, can't flash it back since it's going to have or been exiled. Pretty good draw. And yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, so far we haven't done anything appreciably different than the colorless Eldrazi deck. We've just had better draws. So, again, this matchup seems pretty close, especially after sideboarding. I mean, he's already in a real world of hurt. He topped a card, which we're not sure about, so it could have been... Oh, it looks like he's just going to Snapcaster Mage. Ah, Blood Moon. Okay. Blood Moon's actually fine. It lets me play out the Vile Aggregate. Or, I mean, I'm still able to cast out the Vile Aggregate. Blood Moon good, but not as good versus the blue-red version. And let's see. I don't think this list runs any wastes, though, so I'm not going to be able to cast any of my colorless cards nearly as easily. Island pass. Alright, go to combat. And we know he has Snapcaster Mage. I don't mind if he trades with Mimic. Yep. This is fine. If he trades with Mimic, he goes down to 1. If he just chumps the Thought-Knot Seer. I mean, I guess he could have a Lightning Bolt. Nope, no Lightning Bolt. Alright, gonna go down to 1. We ingest. There goes a Cryptic, which he wasn't casting anyways. Actually, that's not true. He has 2 islands out. Both my creatures are lethal. And that is the match. Alright, so Blue-Red took down the first match with some nice draws versus the Splinter Twin list. Alright, here we are for match 2 of Blue-Red Eldrazi versus Twin. We're on the draw. We have an Ayabugan and Eldrazi Mimic. We're going to go ahead and keep this. A little bit awkward. We do need to find a red source for the Aggregate and Obligator, but definitely a hand worth keeping. The classic Fetch, Steam Vents, Serum Visions here for the Twin deck. Let's see what Mr. AJ Soccer has going on over here. like I've mentioned before, the blue-red list seems like it has a much better time versus the Splinter Twin. Obviously, Splinter Twin is now banned in Modern, but it's always interesting to see what would happen. Wow, double top. Okay, that's a little bit scary. Hey, there's a good draw. Mimic is, or rather, Eldrazi Temple is exactly what we're looking for. Our draws have been insane with the blue-red deck so far. Yeah, let's try to cast out an endless one for 4. See what happens. Will it eat a remand? Indeed it will. Alright. Can also recast out the endless one as a 2/2. I think I might actually do that, given that my game plan next turn is Reality Smasher. Now, we could very easily just lose to Deceiver Exarch plus Twin, but I think... Well, I think if he had a tap down, he would have tapped down my Temple on upkeep. But it's probably still just safest to cast out the Thought-Knot Seer here and see what's going on. And if it eats a remand, so be it. What do we got here? Another remand? Alright. This is where one of the 3 Cavern of Souls would have been insane. Mimic eats a lightning bolt. I think we just try to Thought Knot again, and then we can cast out the Vile Aggregate as well, even if this gets Cryptic. Or another remand. Granted, I can hardcast another remand. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So let's aggregate here. I'm not sure if aggregate is worse than just playing out Obligator, though. Obligator would have put him to 8, and then Crasher would have it might have been better to play Obligator there, bash in for 3, because Obligator is not very good versus Twin. Rather, you're not using it for its steal effect. I'd rather just get in for 3 more points of damage. Alright, 2/5 doing work here. 5 cards in his hand, though. Let's draw Cavern of Souls. That would be good. Uh-oh, this is not a good sign. Temple's being tapped down. Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, if we play Smasher and it doesn't get countered... No, that doesn't even work. Let's see. I can Obligator, steal Deceiver Exarch, and that might potentially win. Oh no, I can't because I don't have Colorless. Because I have to get the red with Sheevan Reef, and then I won't have the Colorless. So I guess I just have to go for the Smasher here. And if he has the Twin, then we're dead. Falls to 1. Oh, has a Bolt anyways. Okay. So has a Bolt. Does he have the Twin? Does he have... And he does. Alright. Easy peasy. But now our sideboard is completely dominant. 3 Rending Volleys, Spellskite, Ratchet Bomb, Double Relic. Take out 2 Drowners, take out all the Obligators, take out the Ruination Guides, and ship it. Game 2, Match 2, Blue-Red Eldrazi versus Twin. We would like to play first. And wow, we just keep getting insane hands. Or at least very good hands. I don't have anything to do on turn 1, but aggregate into double Sky Spawner. Oh, I guess I don't actually have the double red for that, so maybe not. So aggregate into potentially Reality Smasher. Seems good. Oh, I do have the double blue and double red now. Alright, so let's Reef here. Is that going to end up costing me less life? I think so. Let's Reef here and aggregate. And then next turn I can either Reality Smash or double Sky Spawn. And I think I'd rather just go with double Sky Spawner. Unless he's going to play something this turn and not hold up a remand. In which case I'll happily smash. What was that? Oh, a roast. Okay. Alright. Well, let's smash some faces. Five you. I haven't drawn any of my sideboard cards, which is unfortunate because, again, we can just easily lose to Deceiver, Exarch, Pestermite into the combo. All right. Hopefully I draw Rending Volley. Oh, never mind. He's casting something. Blood Moon. Oh, I guess I got punished, didn't I, for not using the fetch to get a blue source. Yeah, I got wrecked. I should have actually played around that. No, because I couldn't. I had to play. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Never mind. Because I couldn't Scalding Tarn for Steam Vents. Because Blood Moon would still turn it off. And if I Scalding Tarn for Island, then I couldn't play Aggregate that turn. This is a problem. This is a problem. Hopefully this Reality Smasher is just going to do the work. Well, that sucks. Snapcaster Mage, Roast. I'll have to discard a card, of course, but now I'm going to need to draw something. And I'm not sure what that is. And I'm not quite sure what that is, because I have a bunch of cards that are just stranded in hand. So note to self, next time get an island. I mean, even still, right? Oh, I guess no, with the island we would have been able to play Sky Spawner, and the Sky Spawner would have given us a colorless source for like Smasher and Thought-Knots here. He's attacking with Lavamancer. Slightly terrifying. The old Pesterdiddle. Still can't do anything. I have too many mountains on the battlefield. Show me the twin. That is not showing me the twin. All right, down to 9. Drowner of Hope. Another uncastable. Serum Visions. All right, we're down to 1 effectively. Poops McGee. Look at all these lovely cards stranded in my hand. Bolt. Electrolyze. All right, that'll do it. Electrolyze plus big Lavamancer. Blood Moon, a beating. All right. Oh, that was the match. That was match 2. Okay. Match 3 of Blue-Red Eldrazi versus Twin. Let's play first. And what do we have here? We have a turn 1 Endless one, turn 2 Ruination Guide, and hope to draw a land? If we can draw one more land, we're in great shape. I think this is a keep. Alright, let's get a 2-2 out. Then we can attack for 3 next turn. But it's going to be close. Alright, Scalding Tarnarino. Yay, we drew a land. Nice. Alright, so let's get big Ruination Guide on the battlefield. Looks like one of our creatures is going to be eating a bolt here. I assume Ruination Guide is dying. Yes, sir. Alright. So get in for 2. The Eldrazi Isamaru. Flooded Strand. Serum Visions. Alright, well that's a good sign, because now Thought-Knot Seer is just getting in. Or if I draw Eye of Ugin or another Temple, then we just get a smash. Seems pretty decent. Scalding Tarn. Alright. Now that I think about it, it was probably correct to play the Chivalry first and just pay 1 life. Because that way if I drew Eye of Ugin, I would have been able to cast both Thought-Knot Seer and the Obligator. Alright, these are all whiffs. I think I just take the Snapcaster Mage. Because he needs to draw... Well, let's see what he did with the Serum Visions. Actually. A double bottom. Okay, so if we take the Snapcaster Mage, he needs to draw Pestermite or Deceiver Exarch. Because if I take Twin, then he can Snapcaster Mage, bolt my Thought-Knot Seer. And since he double bottomed, he'd have to have it on the top unknown. Alright, let's get another island. Oh, I guess this is game 1, so he's not going to have Blood Moon. If he plays Deceiver Exarch or Pestermite, I'm going to be real sad. Maybe there's a case to be made that I should have taken the Splinter Twin. So then he takes Splinter Twin. Oh, good. Or rather, I take Splinter Twin. He blocks and Lightning Bolts Thought-Knot Seer, draws a card, but I still get him with Smasher. I'm not actually sure what was more correct. Splinter Twin's my Reality Smasher. I approve. Alright, so 3 Rending Volleys, 2 Relics, Ratchet Bomb, Spellskite, Obligators out, Ruination Guides out, 2 Drowners out. Let's ship it like this. Okay, game 2, match 3. We are on the draw, and yeah, this is a nice hand. Get to Gemstone Cavern. I think we want to get rid of Ratchet Bomb here. And that's going to let us go turn 1 Sky Spawner. Seems pretty good. Ooh, I could go turn 1 Vile Aggregate now, actually. That's probably well, if I go turn 1 Sky Spawner, I can actually play 2, 3... Yeah, I can actually play the Reality Smasher turn 2. That's pretty good. Assuming, of course, there's no remand in my future. And even if there is, that's not the worst case scenario. Yeah, let's go for it. Show me the remand. I didn't actually mean to show me, by the way. I've yet to draw any rending volleys, which is sad. Oh, there's the Blood Moon. Good thing we have an island. I guess I can only cast Aggregate here, can't I? Yeah. We still might be okay. Like, one more land and I'll be able to Drowner of Hope. Things are looking okay still. This is turn 4. And yeah, Drowner of Hope will allow us to cast Reality Smasher. Ooh, this could be problematic. And he has the 4th land. All right, well, here comes a roast. On my Vile Aggregate, I assume. Yeah, if I don't draw a Rending Volley, Deceiver Exarch might just do the job. And this one. That doesn't count. I will play the end this one out as a 4/4 though. Leaving up a very suspicious 1 land. Now he has to assume that if I had Rending Volley, I would just cast it on Deceiver Exarch and probably attack with the Aggregate. So he might not buy my bluff, which is my game plan here. All right, Passion for 2. Say go. He's gonna Lightning Bolt and then Lava Mance. Might end this one. That's fine. This all happens. Let's see if Twin's coming online. Does he buy the bait? Does he buy the bait? All right, there's a land. Oh! All right, he didn't believe me. Rightly so. I think we just run it back and maybe mulligan to a Rending Volley. Okay, game 3, match 3, blue-red versus Splinter Twin. Play first, and this is a keep. We have the Cavernous Souls for any counters. So turn 1 I have Ugin, turn 2. I think I'm going to lead with Sky Spawner this time. Maybe Aggregate's better, though. We will see. Definitely a good enough hand to keep. I guess I could have also led with Steam Vents tapped. Another Steam Vents is awkward. All right, let's name Eldrazi. And I will play out the Sky Spawner here. Thought-Knot Seer is going to do a good job here. Can't be countered because of the Cavernous Souls. The Lavamancer. And a Flooded Strand, sure. Ah, Shivan Reef means I don't have to... I don't have to pay any life. Let's get some uncounterable Thought-Knotting up in here. See what Mr. Splinter Twin is working with. Ah, it looks like he's going to bolt something here. Oh, wait. Twisted Image? Oh, no, this is a Dismember. All right, all right, all right. You got me. Bolt. Well, Remand is not doing anything. Snapcaster is annoying. So Snapcaster Bolt. There's also a twin here. I think we're supposed to take Snapcaster. Yeah, I think we're supposed to take Snapcaster so that he can't just eat all of my creatures. He's already at 9 life. He's going to need to draw a Pestermite or Deceiver Exarch. And it's only really good on this turn, I believe. Because next turn I get to play both Sky Spawner and Aggregate. Actually, that's not true. Remand in hand means he can remand one of the cards. Oh, well, that was a great draw. Okay, so let's go to combat. Just takes it. All right, let's make our Aggregate uncounterable. And let's play Sky Spawner. Now, if he doesn't counter the Sky Spawner, then we're probably going to be able to Rending Volley and then to turn Deceiver Exarch or something. If he remands this, then we can just recast it, since we'll know that he can't play out one of his combo pieces. Okay, so he might have drawn a Pestermite or a Deceiver Exarch, actually. Wow, he did. So, good thing I drew that Rending Volley. That's actually kind of insane. There were like 6 of those cards, right? 4 Deceiver Exarchs and 2 Pestermites or something to that effect. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Alright, well, obviously we're in great shape now. That might be the match. Show me the money. Let's see, so he still had Lightning Bolt in his hand. What else? Remand, Splinter Twin, Islands. So we look to be in good shape here. Lavamancer can shoot one of the Sky Spawners. That makes an aggregate of 4/5. Bolt kills the other Sky Spawner, makes aggregate of 3/5. So what if he drew another Deceiver Exarch? That would be real bad. I would need to top deck something if that was the case. Okay, Serum Visions. Yeah, if he rips a Deceiver Exarch or Pestermite off the top, we could still lose this. Any top, any bottom. I guess an Electrolyze would also be pretty good. Kill both Sky Spawners. I'm actually pretty close to activating Ayabugan with all the Scions that I have. Alright. Serum Visions into Serum Visions. And went bottom top. Okay. So he has something he likes there. And passes the turn. Well, that is not what we wanted. Let's go to combat. Not dead yet. Bolt's one Sky Spawner. Grim Lavamancer is the other. Takes potentially 4? I mean, I guess he doesn't even need to block with the Grim Lavamancer. It's gonna be a close one. Alright, bolt on 1 as we expected. Lavamancer shooting down another. So it looks like he's just gonna go to 1 life here. I needed to have top decked a wow, he ate a Deceiver Exarch. I needed to have top decked a colorless creature for him to block with Grim Lavamancer. Both my creatures are currently, or all 3 of my creatures are currently lethal. Can we pull it off? Can we pull it off? Alright. Looks like he might have a Cryptic Command to buy another turn. Sky Spawner's not a bad draw. We want to go to combat here first. Right? Oh, I guess I could, because he can't counter my Sky Spawner. Maybe I should have just cast it. This is probably just going to be Cryptic tap down draw, though. Oh. Am I dead? Oh my gosh, I'm dead. He drew another Deceiver Exarch. Oh no! I'm actually dead here. That's gross. And he has to go for it. He has no other option. Yikes. It's real. It is real, friends. Oh, that was a good close game, though. I wonder if there was something I could have done differently. GG's. GG's. All right, so overall, the twin deck kind of just got demolished. Well, that's not true. Not demolished, but it won most of the matches. Now, obviously, I made some mistakes, and I wasn't playing perfectly, especially in the first match, but yeah, I think the format would have been a little bit more interesting should twin still been legal. Especially the red-blue Eldrazi deck. Like, it gets access to a lot of nice sideboard cards versus the twin deck. So, might have been close. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up here at this look at blue-red Eldrazi and colorless Eldrazi versus Splinter Twin. I'm Kenji Egashira, Numat the Nummy. Was playing him against Mr. AJ Soccer, who was piloting the twin deck. And like we've mentioned before, this is just hypothetical. Twin is obviously now banned in Modern, and with the recent Pro Tour Oath of the Gatewatch, we saw all of the Eldrazi decks really just take over the metagame. But yeah, looks like it was a close one between what might have been the Eldrazi and the Splinter Twins. One can only guess what would have actually happened, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little look at what could have been, potentially anyways. We went through 6 matches total, 3 with each the blue-red and the colorless deck. Anyways, that's going to be it for now. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out our other content here on Newmont Gaming and enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy.